It is Monday night once again, and we are live in the Madhouse. I am Tommy Marr. This is the Maverick Soul Hour. And as usual, I'd like to talk about my week that we've gone through. Thank God we had a little good weather this weekend. It's been rough out there. It's been rough. But I want to just make a couple announcements. My dear friend and my brother, Vince Martell, lead guitar player for the Vanilla Fudge. I want to just make an announcement about a gig that they're having, not with the Fudge, but with Peg Pearl, Pete Bremy, who also plays in Cactus and the Vanilla Fudge, and Joe D'Angelo is going to be playing drums. This is going to be on February 28th at the Havana in New Hope, Pennsylvania. Mark it on your calendars, February 28th at the Havana in New Hope, Pennsylvania. Vince Martell from the Vanilla Fudge, Peg Pearl, my man Pete Bremy, and special guest Joe D'Angelo, who is also with the in the Eagles tribute band. And then the Vanilla Fudge are going to go on tour on March 11th throughout the 29th. They'll be over in Europe for that time. And then hopefully we're going to get them back here. We're going to get them back on the show. So, guys, please go to this show. Vince is a dear friend, and Peg is a dear friend, and Pete. And they are phenomenal. If you've watched my show, you've seen them many times on the show. It doesn't get any better. They're really great people, great human beings. And what Vince does for the troops and Peg, and you just got to support these people, and you will not be disappointed. So go to the show. Havana, February 28th, New Hope, Pennsylvania. Also, news. Saturday night. What a night. What a night. We were at the Theater 3 in Port Jefferson, Long Island. Amber Ferrari and Joplin Pearl Band. Sold out completely. Standing room tickets. Amazing. I don't know how many. I think that holds about 500, that theater. A little over 400. Packed to the house. An amazing, amazing night. Amber, I got to tell you, it was the best Joplin set you've done. I know you said you had a little thing, but the last 4 songs just had me in goosebumps. They were incredible. The best I think I've ever heard you sing. It was amazing, amazing. The people went berserk. I mean, they went crazy. I do want to mention a few people, though, about that show because, as you guys know, I go up to Yazga's farm all the time with the Woodstock people, and we had Amber up there last year for the reunion at Yazga's farm. And, well, if you see her live, you're going to go see her again. So these guys, a lot of these guys made the trip down. Some came down from Massachusetts, some from upstate, some all over. So I just want to mention a few of the names because they did make a trip. I mean, everybody had a blast. They did actually come to the studio Saturday while we were doing shows in the daytime, and they hung out. We took them on a tour of the studio and then took them out to lunch. And so I want to just mention a few people. Lysandra, who also is an administrator on my Woodstock Guru page on Facebook, so please jump on there. Lysandra, I'm so glad I finally got to meet you in person. We got a hug. You are such a beautiful soul. You are an amazing human being. And the world needs a lot more Lysandras in it. That I can tell you. Kathleen, you know how I feel about you. You are an amazing, another one, true spirit, great person, the real deal. Love your spirit. Your dancing was pretty good too. Amazing woman. Charlie Maloney, good guy, great guy. He brought everybody down. He's always making it happen. So Charlie, I'm glad that I got you to Yazga's farm a couple years ago so you could see what the real deal was about. So I'm glad you came down, and thanks for bringing the girls down. Andy, another great guy, came down. He had a concussion the day of the concert and came down anyway, and actually got up on stage and danced with Amber's little boogie woogie Janis Joplin thing there. So Andy, you're a trooper to say the least. Vera, amazing person. She made a 4-hour trip down here. Great photographer. Rich, you got to meet her. Another true spirit, great soul, great person. Vera, God bless you too. And our buddy Frank Prince, who has a show on Madhouse too. of course he was there. So I thank you. But my special thanks that I really want to thank is, and it was kind of a surprise to me, but at least a dozen people came down that are friends of mine since kindergarten. And it was, I mean, you know, it's a long time ago. So I want to send a special thanks out to Greg Cosentino, Betsy Cosentino, Maureen Keelan, Eileen Keelan, Barbara Saloni, Sandy Dunn, Jamesy Bonanno, and Janine Sherry. And Sherry, I'm sorry, I lost it. Sherry, you got to stop making trips to the parking lot with Janine. And Greg Cosentino, I'm telling you right now, you owe me $1,000 because that is not who you said it was. I'm looking at you right now. It was not you know who. You owe me $1,000. So tonight we have a great show, a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous singer, great entertainer, great talent. And we're going to have a little chat with her when we come back from commercial. And then after that, she's going to do a little live performance for you. So hang in there. You're with the Maverick Soul. Get yourself tight. We'll be right back. Hang in.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
We are back live in the Madhouse with the Maverick Soul. I am Tommy Marr, and I do want to just mention a couple other things that I did not mention, which it's one of those days. But I want to talk about something very special that we're going to be doing here in Madhouse. We've already signed for it. We're going to be doing a telethon. Now, it's a while away. It's going to be on April 8th, 2015. It's to bring awareness to stroke victims. And it's called the Language of Love Foundation. And through our friend Renee Marie, it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a 4 or 6 hour telethon. We're going to do it right here in the Madhouse Studios. It's going to be amazing. And we're really looking forward to it. We already have some major world names coming on the show. It's going to be a great show. So I'm going to keep you guys in tune for that, so stay ready for that. Also, I want to talk about March 29th. We're going to have my buddy Amber Ferrari and Joplin's Pearl opening for Taylor Dane at the Patchogue Theater. That's on February 29th. And actually, the Monday prior to that, Amber and I guess a couple of the guys will be on the show, on my show again, that Monday, to talk about that show, because that's a pretty nice dream for her to be opening for someone that she is very fond of. So, Amber, we wish you all the best, and you certainly deserve it. You work harder than anybody I know. You're a true talent and a beautiful person, even a better person than a talent. All of us from Madhouse, we got word today that Gary from Ohika Castle was shot. So we just want to send our prayers out and healing vibes to him, and hopefully that everything will be good with that. So that's all I wanted to say about that. And now, folks, let's get to some good news. Not that wasn't, not some was good, some wasn't good, but I want to bring it to my special guest, Miss Karen Bella.
Hey, everybody.
I love the name because it flows so nicely. Carabella. It's just a beautiful name. So, Karen, let me just go over a couple little notes that I made here. All right, now you're from Queens originally, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I want to just talk about a couple things. You started singing at the age of 9.
Well, before age of 9, but
Well,
professionally. at
Right,
age of 9.
right. We all sang Howdy Doody and all that stuff. Not you, but we did. There is something here. Now, you wrote your first song at the age of 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you still know that song?
Mm-hmm.
You never forget your first song, right?
Mm-mm.
Do you still do it?
No.
By yourself?
I would perform it if somebody asked me to do it. I would have to prepare it, of course.
I might have to put
It's
you on the
a
spot.
song that I wrote for a PTA Reflections contest of "It Could Happen, ... And, the sentence that I used was, "It could happen that I'll die," which is very dramatic.
Not bad.
But it was the story from the perspective of a child who was homeless, and what happened to this child, that he lost his parents, and he's struggling, he's suffering in this world, nobody's paying attention to him. It was actually a very deep song.
Mm.
And,
Well, that's good. Maybe you could bring it back. It probably would have a deeper meaning now.
yeah, I could definitely see people rocking out
as
to
an
that
adult-
song in their cars.
I don't know about rocking on, but you could make it a nice hard blues song or something.
Yeah, I could definitely do something with that. That's
Maybe
a good
play
idea.
around with those lyrics or something. That'd be a good
Yes.
thing to go back to your first song, because usually everyone's first song is, I wasn't ready by then, but, if you go back sometimes and turn the words around a little bit, you never know what you might get.
Yeah, that's true.
Something to think about. Now, you went to Five Towns College, which I'm very involved with them. I've done a few shows there, and I've booked a lot of people in there. And how did you like that experience?
It was some of the greatest memories that I can say that I have.
Yeah.
I learned so much about music. I learned so much about myself. I met such incredible people, friends, and the teachers there were really inspirational. I
Yeah.
would stare at them in the classroom in absolute awe, and I was able to pay attention to them and learn. Whereas in high school, I
Right.
didn't care. I was like,
Right.
I don't want to learn about
Well,
science
you were learning
and
something you
chemistry.
wanted, that you cared about too, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I've had a lot of meetings with Sandy over there. He's become a very good friend of mine. We're going to do a couple things coming up about helping out human beings in
Yeah.
this planet that's going in the dumper really quick. So we're going to be doing some stuff, and I actually I got a couple bookings over there for a couple friends of mine. So
Nice.
I've been over there a lot, and I like the atmosphere of the whole campus there. It's a very relaxed, kind of like an NYU kind of
Yeah, I miss it.
thing. It's good. But so you did enjoy that, and you did get something out of that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Cool. Now, how many years did you go there?
I went there for 2 years.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know why so many more people don't use that place. I just don't.
It's an incredible place to develop yourself as a musician and as an artist and as a person. It's not just, Five Towns is not just a school for musicians, it's also for theater, broadcasting,
right.
and liberal arts. I
Right.
sound like a commercial for
No, well,
Five Towns College.
You know what? The last meeting I had with them over there, with the dean and Sandy, they were wondering why they weren't drawing people in, and I told them, I said, I honestly believe it's the name. The Dixels Performing Arts Center. So you're putting a rock band in there. People really are. They're thinking like classical. It kind of gives, and they we never thought of that. And I said, I think that name you should change that. Because, like the band, like Vanilla Fudge, are going to be there in September. I booked a great band of friends of mine, New Dawn, are going to be there in July. And, we were trying to come up with different ways to bring people in, because a lot of people, I think, when they see the Performing Arts Center,
Yes.
they think of Cleo, whatever, Romeo and Juliet and stuff like that, what do I know? And I think it's not thought of as a rock place or an R&B.
It's a jazz
They've had,
school,
but they've
primarily.
had some great artists there, and they don't really sell the tickets that they should be selling. Because I did a show with Amber there, and I loved that theater. I loved it. I loved being on that stage. It was beautiful. It
Great
was a
sound.
beautiful stage. It was beautiful. My favorite so far, really, to play. It was really nice. Also, there was something I read that you had said that I think is really very, very cool. Very cool. And it's a statement, I believe it's from you. And I had to think about this a minute, because it was also deep. I thought it was very deep. And what you said was, I had to find out who I wasn't to find out who I am.
Yes.
That is very cool. Did you?
Of course.
Is that how you went about it?
I
To
went.
find out who you wasn't before you find out who you were?
Yes. Yeah. For years, I was everybody else. I almost like I was mimicking everybody around me, all my friends, people that I wanted to
Right.
impress. I would act like them. If they said, Karen, do ABC, I would do ABC because I wanted to impress them or be part of society, until I realized one day, I don't want to be someone I'm not anymore. It takes so much energy out of yourself
Absolutely.
to pretend to be something you're not. So I just became me.
It's
and-
funny. It's funny you say that, because I have 6 grandsons, and
Nice. Wow.
I talk to them constantly, and that's what I tell them. Because I was never a follower. I never was a follower. And actually, when I walked in and saw my friends the other night, Saturday night before the show, I went down to the bar that they had downstairs. I didn't even know they were there, and I was like, oh my God, all these guys since kindergarten are there.
Wow.
And I'm like, whoa. And I had something similar to this. It's not the same thing I wore Saturday, just so you all
Wait,
know.
what were you wearing
It's-
Saturday?
I had a black jacket, a leather jacket with white, but it was ostrich on it. I don't think it was real ostrich, but I'm not into that. But and they were talking about how you were always edgy. And I says, I just never wanted to be like everybody else. I remember I was in the construction business in New York for 40 years. And I remember walking into a meeting, and I always wore boots, and I wore, different. these other guys, they're like clones. The only thing different was the ties. They all had the blue jacket. I remember walking into a meeting, and I mean, I think it might have been one of Trump's buildings. It might have been Trump Towers or something. I don't know. I remember walking into the meeting, and I was a little late, and I'm never, ever late. And I remember walking in, and I always felt it because my hair was a little longer than there. I wasn't the preppy boy, and I wasn't the, the Yale graduate and all that. Which, if that's your thing, that's cool. But, I don't knock you because of it, so don't come down to me. I had a guy the other day ranting on Facebook about my hair. Like, dude, don't you have anything else to do with your life? I mean, and I walked into this meeting, and I swear to God, it looked like clones. It must have been 20 of them in a thing. And as I was walking in, I said, sorry, I'm a little late. And as I'm walking in, I think I had like a shark skin jacket on or something, and I could hear the mutters and the little laughs and that. And at that moment in time, it just hit me, and I said, you know what? And stopped the meeting. I said, you know what, guys? If any one of you people sitting here think for 1 second that I have any kind of dream to look or be like you, you're so madly mistaken. I like who I am.
Oh my
If you don't like who I am, I really don't care. Because, why can't you be different? I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to feel like everybody else. I want to be me,
Yeah.
and that's who I am. And I don't have any qualms about that because I don't lie. I'm free. I'm out there. No one's going to come back and say, oh, you lied or did this. It's not going to happen. I'm who I am. And I think that's
right.
basically what you're saying in that statement. And nothing better, if any you young guys out there and gals are watching this show that are in music or in anything, no matter what you're doing, I don't think you could take a better statement from anybody. I had to find out who I wasn't to find out who I am. I think that is wonderful. I think that's a great slogan. I think you should tattoo that on your arm or something.
I'll have Kat Von D do that.
You are Kat Von D or whatever her name is. You do look like her. You really do.
Thank you.
But so now you've been doing this a long time then.
Yes.
So let's start from after 12. Where did we go? Where did you really start picking up the pace and getting into groups or bands or whatever? Or were you always solo? Were you always a songwriter? Tell me.
I was writing music since I was 12. I started to take it more seriously when I was 16. In my high school choir, there was a substitute, and I went to Calhoun High School. Missed that school deeply. I was in the theater department as well, and when I was in choir, we had a substitute teacher who heard me sing, and he was a songwriter, and he asked me, this was actually my first job, he asked me to sing his music for other artists, and I would get like $50 a pop, so that was really cool. So from 16, I've started to pay attention more to singing as opposed to acting, which is what I wanted, because I wanted to be in movies with Leonardo DiCaprio at the time. I had a thing for him. So if you're watching, Leo.
She's a good-looking girl. Go ahead.
And I just took it to the next level. Music became me. I became music. And once I meshed with it, I realized there's no separation, and that's what I'm supposed to do.
All right, but now take me. You were always a songwriter, so that was something you did in your bedroom
Because I
or
have
whatever.
something to say.
Right? No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But you were a songwriter. Now, where did you? Because everybody makes a different turn. Did you turn to a band? Did you always do solo? Did you get into punk rock? Was it rock? Was it, where did you go?
Yes, yes, and yes. I'll explain it.
My job's over.
Later. See you later.
No, because I want the kids to hear. I want them to, because this is what I try. This is what the show's about. It's about keeping music alive and people not making mistakes and doing the right thing. So, they can all learn by our mistakes. I mean, God, I know I made a million of them.
Well, mistakes aren't, they're learning, learning experiences.
Of course.
I started off singing other people's music, cover songs, performing wherever I could, also dealing with stage fright, which I've successfully conquered some of it. And then I started working with a lot of different producers and doing music that wasn't necessarily, because I didn't know who I was, back to that quote.
Right.
I was doing different things like Christina Aguilera styles, Britney Spears styles. At the age of 18, doing more sensual music, and I wasn't comfortable with that. Then I left those producers, worked with a different set, and went more toward the rock, pop, a little bit more of a heavier side. And even though that wasn't me, it allowed me to tap into a different side of myself. And I realized at the end of the day, these are not the people that I'm supposed to work with. Not because the music was amazing, it's just it wasn't who I was, and I needed to kind of be with me and go back to that 12-year-old girl and be like, now I've experienced all this life, I've experienced all these different situations, experimented working with other musicians with this style of music and that, and trying to get a band together, which for some reason didn't go together. And I just became that 12-year-old girl again.
Well,
and-
it's funny.
but more developed.
You brought up a name, Christina Aguilera. Now, to me, that's a perfect example of exactly what you're talking about. I mean, to me, Genie in the Bottle, I mean, it made her millions and millions of dollars, but I still don't think she really knows who she is yet.
But that's a
when she
great
did It's a
song.
Man's World, I think that's who she was. And now she
Yes.
kind of is back, but at least she's tapped into that now, where she knows she can go there, and because she did that. I forget what show it was on. I mean, first of all, I love that song. I do that song. I love that song. But she did
The James
song,
Brown
Yeah,
song.
oh my
Yes,
God, she
she
killed
did.
it. She killed it.
a
But I mean,
vocalist.
so you went from Genie in a Bottle to It's a Man's World, and I mean, she just absolutely annihilated that song, annihilated it. So I mean, so there's a girl I don't think that was ever comfortable in that. I mean, another perfect example, Daryl Hall. Now, I don't know if you guys watch the show, but there's a show on cable called At Daryl's House. It's one of the best shows on television. It's one of the best. He brings all different types of artists to his home, and they just go in and jam, and they do their songs, and they do his songs, and they go back and forth. And I don't think to me, he was always a bluesy kind of he was not that, pop guy, and I think this is his way of showing the people who he really is, because I'll tell you something, watch that show. And I'll tell you, one of the best ones I've seen was with CeeLo Green. What a mix.
Wow.
I mean, it was unbelievable. And Daryl Hall has a voice that is beyond belief. I mean, he's such, it's great. He has a phenomenal voice. I love that show, and I love the musicians on it. I love the way they work together. I love they cook together. It's a
Nice. Wow.
great, I tell everybody, watch that show, man. It is great. It's
That's
really,
wonderful.
really great. But, there's another guy, so, it's that little journey that you take. You never know where it's going to take you. And
Definitely.
sometimes it takes you to a worse place. Sometimes it takes you to a better place. So where are we at? I mean, where are we at now?
We are at exactly where we're supposed to be.
Right at the Madhouse Studios, at the
Madhouse
Maverick Soul
Studio.
Hour. I mean, of course. What else is there? No, but I mean, where, I should have rephrased that. I mean, what's your dream? I mean, what is your vision, not dream, because I know you can make dreams happen. What's your vision? What's your goal? What's your path? What are you looking to do?
My vision is to do what I love, to make a living doing it, but more importantly, to help bring love and peace to as many people as I can through my music and through showing all the trials and tribulations that I've been through. Peace, yes, I noticed that in your car, by the way. You're a peace lover. I love
Yeah.
it. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to, music is healing.
So you're a spiritual person.
Yes, very much
Yeah,
so.
me too. Me too.
Yes.
And I love being around spiritual people. I could tell that the moment I met you too. I could. I really can.
Yeah, we can tell these things.
Yeah, you can. And so, are you recording now? Are you looking to get? Where are you looking
I have
to
done
go?
some recording in the past. I was focusing this month especially a lot on songwriting, and I'm in the works of getting a few shows in March, April. Definitely for the summer, I want to be performing a lot. So that's what's happening right now. And I'm here right now.
I think you
with
would be
everybody.
a great candidate to come up to Yazoo's Farm with us for the Woodstock reunion, for the 45th reunion. It's going to be amazing. It's
I
gonna be
would
amazing.
love to do that.
Yeah, you would.
That
You
is
would.
so
You would fit
exciting.
right in.
Wow.
Right in. You really. We'll talk after the show.
All right.
We'll talk after the show. But I think we're going to take a commercial, and we'll be back with more from this beautiful Carambella.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
We are back with the Maverick Soul in the Madhouse, and I have my beautiful guest, Miss Karen Bella, and we were just chatting about music and where she came from and how she got there and where she's going. So, Karen, what else you got to tell me?
What else I got to tell you? Well, I actually lived in Israel for 2 years. From 2011, beginning of 2011 to the mid-2013, I was there with my parents.
How did you
Hey,
find that?
Ima and Abba.
How was that experience?
That was one of the most incredible experiences.
Now,
Of my
for us being over here, is it scary over there?
Only at one part. There was there was a week of a couple of days of attacks. However,
I would feel like a deer over there, I think.
you feel very safe. You feel the same way that you do
Yeah.
here. There's people all around, amazing food, beautiful weather, the amazing sea, the Mediterranean Sea is
Yeah.
right there. And almost all my family is there, my siblings.
And you've recorded in Hebrew also.
Yes, I have. I've written 2 of my songs in Hebrew. It was a very broken Hebrew.
Now, did they hear it over there?
Yes, they have, and of course.
I would think you would be a
yeah.
major star over there.
I performed everywhere I could, and I did create a spark, and it definitely helped build the confidence to continue when I returned back here. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience as a musician, as an artist, as a person, as a daughter.
As a songwriter.
Yes, as a songwriter.
You take
I
a
wrote
lot
a
of
lot
that-
of songs.
Yeah.
I met some incredible people there, and I miss Israel dearly.
That's cool.
Yes.
Well, we're glad that you're here. That's for sure. We're very happy that you're here.
Thank you.
Janine, could we show Karen's website? Now, what do we got here?
We have all the different websites that you can go to hear my music. And we also have the link to go to buy my album out on iTunes,
And
Ordinary Girl.
Please tell the fans where you can.
Yeah, so go to iTunes, you can use Google, you can go to my Facebook page, any page, and you can see a link where you can go buy my album.
And that's Karen Bella, Bella.
Yes.
Look her up on Facebook.
Bella.
Hook up with one of those CDs because, well, you'll see in a little while what I'm talking about because she's quite the singer. We had to do a little sound check here, and believe me, you're going to be happy.
I was lip syncing that entire sound check, by the
I
way.
didn't even know that. How'd you pull that one off without me knowing?
Hey, professionals.
So is Facebook plus now the song. Now, I know for some of my slower viewers, because I know I got a few of them, and I know what you're doing, so you can always go back and check out the website. So I'm not going to repeat them, but you can go back on the reruns.
Or you can just go to Google and just type in Karen Bella.
There you go.
Everything will show up. That's
Got it,
It's
guys?
beautiful.
I have slow ones, too. You know what I mean.
Okay.
All right, listen. There's nothing more I want you guys to know than to hear this young lady sing because she has a beautiful voice. Her guitar playing is excellent, and I think you're really going to enjoy her. So I think we're going to take a quick little break, and then we're going to come back, and we are going to be live in the studio right here in the Madhouse with Miss Karen Bella.
Yay.
So hang in there. Keep yourself tight. Get yourself tight. We'll be right back.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance. Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful framed prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Dad, where do babies come from?
Well, there's Dad's big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, Mommy and Dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds, released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet Babylandia.
Hugo, play with us on the bus.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Without further ado, it is my privilege and honor to have in the Madhouse on the Maverick Soul Hour, the beautiful Miss Karen Bella.
Thank you very much, Tommy. I want everybody to know life is all about ups and downs. So up, and down we go. Everything in my life is soon to last. We forget about the people, the future and past that recognize us for who we are. There is no right or wrong with time. You experience what's meant to be, and now, sure I learned my lessons best. I've never had one I stood from any guy in my life. They take me for a temptation, then leave me high and dry. Up and down we go. You and I are gonna last forever. Up and down we go. You and I for sure. I gotta get up in the morning, see the sunrise, say goodbye to the people and fatten those lies. Not to feel so guilty, for that's nice of I gotta let go of the people who always harassed me and told me you got to lose that ass. That stick figure image is so enough. Yes. I've never had one I stood from any guy in my life. They take me for a tip, then leave me high and dry. Up and down we go. You and I are gonna last forever. Up and down we go. closely now. You, I, and myself, we got places to go. Don't let anyone misdirect what is in your soul. You, I, and myself, we got places to go. Don't let anyone misdirect what is in your soul. I've never had one I steal from any guy in my life. They take me for a dip. Thank you guys for leaving me high and dry. Now I want everybody in the studio, behind the window, you, Jen, Tommy, both Tommys, Rich, I want you all to sing along with me. Ready? Up, up, and down we go, and you at home. You and I are gonna last forever. Come on, come on. Up, up, and down we go. You and I for sure. Up, up, and down we go. You and I are gonna last forever. Up, up, and down we go. You and I for sure, for sure. Up, up, and down we go. You and I are gonna last forever. Up, up, and down we go. Thank you very much. Thank you. That song actually came about when I was going through all the ups and downs of life, of figuring out who I am. And thankfully, I am who I am, and you are who you are, and we are all who we're supposed to be. I'm a huge Trent Reznor fan, 9 Inch Nails. So I'd like to introduce to you my version of Right Where It Belongs. See the animal in its cage that you built. Are you sure outside your own? Better not look him too closely in the eye. Are you sure outside of the glass you are wrong? See the safety of the life you have built, everything where it belongs. Feel the hollowness inside your heart, and it's all right where it belongs. What if everything around you isn't quite as it seems? What if all the world you used to know is an elaborate dream? And if you look at your reflection, is it all you wanted to be? What if you can look right through the cracks? Would you find yourself afraid to see? What if all the world's inside of your head, just creations of your own? Your devils and your gods, all the living and the if you look at your reflection, is it all you want it to be? What if you could look right through the cracks? Would you find yourself afraid to see? Thank you. The last song that I would love to share with you tonight was my experience. Now, this was during my Five Towns years of experimenting with things, and I kind of took it a little bit too far. This is the illegal substance area, and this song came out of it. So it's called "Fly." Do it tomorrow. That's what you tell yourself at home. I'll achieve my sorrow, but we all know that's not what you want. You got it bad, falling over all yeah. I'm stoned on the road, I'm feeling numb, can't touch that ground. So high that I found I could fly. Goodbye to sitting down, it's a laughing town. The way I am, so high that I found I could fly. I lay back on the sofa under the weight of prolonged being slow. Emotions are cluttered, easy to ignore. I've wasted what I know. Tragically sad, being held I'm stoned on the road, I'm feeling numb, can't touch that ground. So high that I found I could fly. Goodbye to sitting down, it's a laughing town. The way I am, so high that I found I could fly. So high I could fly. So what's it about that bomb that makes me feel a little anal retentive? Had last soda Jones that gets me so high and overly sensitive. So high I could fly. I'll do it tomorrow. Thank you.
My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. That was beautiful, beautiful. And you bring me hope. You bring me hope. What is the stuff I'm listening to on the radio? Not that I'm a radio listener, but the stuff I'm hearing, you bring me hope that it's you guys are going to keep it going, keep it alive. That's what it's all about. That's why we do the show. And Karen, I could not possibly thank you anymore. You were a blessing to my show. Thank you for coming. We love you, and we're gonna be following you. And I'd like to have you come back too, definitely, because I know you didn't get to do all the songs. She plays the ukulele. We didn't get to hear that, and we're gonna bring her back though. So thank you so much. It was a treat. I loved it, love it, love it, and we wish you nothing but the best. Best of blessings, and you keep your path continuing on the way you are, and you'll be all right. You'll be all right. So next week, come on back right here with the Maverick Soul on Madhouse TV. I'll be here Monday night, 8 o'clock. Oh, actually, we have a special show this Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Wait until you see this show. I'm not even going to announce who's going to be here, but they're heavy, heavy-duty people flying in for the show. So a special show this Wednesday night at 6 o'clock on the Maverick Soul Hour with Tommy Moore. So, guys, keep yourself tight. Have a blessed couple days, and I'll see you Wednesday. Have a good night. And Karen, thank you so much.
You know the nighttime